from gnature.com. This is Mark Josie. Today I'll be doing a second day review and first impression of the Empire BT Dfender. So this is a very pricey gun, paintball marker, and this video will have no shooting, but I'll tell you my result from the first 2 days of tuning up the gun and so on. So let's take a look at the box. The first thing is, sadly, for such a pricey gun, it doesn't come with any gun case, and that is ridiculous. But anyway, the gun is really cool. You can see the green thingy here. That is actually the part where you load the balls in, and then it will transfer the balls from here and up and feed into the ramp right here and then into the breech, and you can fire. So basically this gun is really amazing. So yeah, just that it doesn't come with a box, I mean a case, kind of pissed me off. But anyway, so let me just open this box right here. Let's just see what's inside. Okay, so take out the foam. Okay, so this is the box. It came with nothing inside. Just kidding. So I took the gun out. You don't have any manual. The manual is on a CD. So you can also find the manual online by googling the gun model. There's a PDF there. So this page is a quick start, full of small text which you will never read. And then it comes with the gun. Okay, two barrels. Okay, you cannot find a lot of guns with two barrels in the same package. One came with a barrel and the apex tip. The other one came with just the normal barrel, and then it got a quick loading, whatever you call that. So this thing, if you install it on your gun, you can just basically take a pot and pour the balls over it. So really amazing. This one is really neat. It came with a nice kit with the compartments, with the spare parts. You have your grease, your Allen keys, and so on. Okay. Besides that, just before I forget, the most important thing here is not this one. Barrel cover, okay, for blocking your barrel. And then these are the most crazy shit you will need. These are the inserts. What they call this is the freaks inserts, okay? What you do is you plug these into your barrel and you can custom size your barrels. So the barrel itself, I tried already, okay? This is a very curious question, but I'm sure some people will say, hey, can you just use the barrel? You cannot, okay? The crazy thing about the thing is, if you just use the barrel itself like this, it's not going to do any much, it's not going to give you any power or accuracy. This is like too big, okay? Way too big. You need to put this insert in like that, okay? And now your barrel is sized. So after that, okay, your barrel basically have about that much of whatever size you want, and from here and on, this is not that size. Okay, this is a little bit bigger, and the barrel is ported. You can see all the portings, so it's actually very, very quiet if you shoot it just like that. Okay, the sizing insert, they came with 0.685, 0.69, and also one that is 0.680. So I put the 680s on my gun. So let's take the gun out. Ta-da! Wow! This is the gun. Okay, so I got a gray version. It came in gray, but there's a version that is black, darker, and OD green. So you have a lot of options. As you can see, the gun is very alien looking. Some people say it's a bullpup, but it is not, because what it is more like a I don't know what to say. Like usually for a bullpup, you have the barrel all the way back here, and so this is the breech, and when you fire here, it fires out, and that's the main advantage of a bullpup, because you can have a shorter rifle and longer barrel, and without extending the rifle too long. Okay, so that's the basic reason why people want a bullpup. But this one is not. This one, okay, this is where you load the balls right here. Okay, and then there's a rotary thing inside, like a motor, that spins the balls up the ramp, and then the balls will travel inside here, and then when it reach here, it drops down into the breech, and the barrel just start right here. So when my grip is holding right here, this is where the breech start, and so it's not a bullpup. You're still getting your normal barrel setup here. Okay, it's just that it's so smart that the gun have its own integrated hopper, or whatever you call that, loader. Okay, so the first of all, before I start explaining more, I have to emphasize that this gun is not made of plastic. Although it may seem very plastic because of the gray color, it is fully made of metal. The box says that it's made of magnesium, so it's actually a very, very lightweight metal. If you don't have your tank on it, it's like super light. Okay, when you hold it, it's super light. It's lighter than my airsoft M4 gas blowback rifle. It's lighter than that. Okay, it's very light. And with the tank installed, a 48 CI tank installed right here, you can see that I can aim and hold the gun very, very comfortably. It doesn't jam in my way. There's a lot of clearance. You can hold with the other hand too. It totally didn't, like, you don't feel the tank there. Okay, when you're holding it, you don't feel the tank there. And because the loader right here, this surface is so wide, you can put your cheek on it, and it's like a pillow. You know, it's like you're sleeping on it. Okay, basically your whole cheek feel this thing. No joke. I mean, like if anyone got plastic dip or something like that at home, you can dip this plate, and then it will become very rubbery. And when you put your face there, it feels like a pillow. You can sleep on this thing. You know, it's really, really amazing, comfortable. And also, when you hold it against your shoulder, this tank do not, like, it doesn't jam into your rib cage or whatever. It doesn't feel like that. Okay, it feels very, very comfy. Yeah, very comfy. And even like here. And the good thing is this gun came with this I don't know, like alien looking foregrip. You have the option of holding it here, or you can have the option of holding it here. So it's actually really cool. Okay, you can go like that and hold it like so if you like, an angle grip. Okay, or you can hold it right here and lower profile and also protect your hand. It's a really amazing gun. And yeah, besides the tank, okay, one thing you need to know is the tank got a on-off right here. It's a one thing I really, really do like about this gun is the on-off. This on-off lever, you see the metal latch or plate, whatever. You look at the gauge. Okay, there's a gauge. Come on, like, whoa. Okay, look at this. So there's a gauge here. The gauge shows you the pressure that is going into the gun for your operation. So look at the gauge. I'm going to turn this thing on. Okay, hope you can see it. Now it's at 0, right? Okay, good. Now the gun is turned on, you see? Okay. So basically right now my gun is firing at the 280-ish PSI, regulated to that level. The manual does not do not suggest anyone firing the gun over 200 PSI, but I don't give a shit. So because I am doing a high power testing, so it's got to be over that limit. So to degas the gun, it's kind of hard to do on camera, but all you need to do is, there's a little bit of space here that you can jam your finger in, and you just basically, okay, let me find a good spot here, okay, so you can see it. It's tool-less, but okay, there you go. So basically you just use your finger and go like that, and now it's degas. You can hear it like that, okay? But it takes a while for the gas to go and then like all out. So yeah, basically that's how it works. And one thing, if you notice the gauge, say 200 or maximum at 300 psi, that's right. This gun operates at just 200 psi, and it's fine. If you're playing paintball, you don't even need 200 psi. And guess what? So this tank output 850 or 800 psi, whatever. Okay, for sure it's over 200, right? But it's only using 200 psi or less for the paintball players, and it can fire at whatever power they need for the paintball game. And that's really amazing. You know, like with a tank like this 40 HCI tank, you can have thousands of shots. Even right now I'm firing at the high power zone. Last night I tested the gun with this tank, same tank, from 3000 psi. I shot over 600 or 800 rounds, and it actually just went to 1.5K. It's nowhere near the end yet. So basically I can keep shooting until the tank is at the PSI that I set, which is 280 or something like that. So 280 PSI. Until that, I can still fire the gun at full power properly without any issues. And now you can see, like, this is really state of the art. So what's so good about this gun and why it's so pricey is because the gun is fully controlled by a computer chip, like a motherboard inside, and everything is computerized. It cannot run on mechanics. Let me screw out the tank first, and you can see. Okay, so you can see basically after degassing it, it is very easy to screw out the tank. There's no pressure left inside, you see? And right now the gun is super light. Okay, very light. Okay, so let me show you the first thing is the battery. It uses 6 AA battery. But it came with the gun, okay? So this is a push pin and also one over the other side. So just squeeze that pin and slide this compartment up. Okay, there we go. So you can see right here, there's a spring that pushes, like you can push this. There's a spring in the middle. So basically that's how it works. And then here is a special 6 AA battery thingy that you must keep, because if you lose it or damage it, you need to contact BT Empire to get one of these. So anyway, and also right here, you can see the 2 connectors. It's just like a 9-volt battery. And so you match up this spot inside. Okay, you match up that spot inside, and you put the thing in. Okay. It takes 6 AA battery, and it suggests that you will not use rechargeable because it needs the voltage to operate the gun smoothly. So they suggest 6 alkaline or 6 lithium, which later on I will put some lithium battery in there. It's better. So not much choices beside the Panasonic and stuff like that. Okay, and Energizer. Okay, so anyway, so that's the battery. Okay, so the downside is there's no, like you cannot run the gun on rechargeable AA battery. I tried it already, it worked, but it always shows kind of low battery. Not sure if it's my battery or something, but I'll recharge those and try again, okay? I'll update you guys. Anyway, so the loader, okay, the loader right here. It's magnetic. Not joking, like this thing, there's a magnet, 2 magnets there that holds it in place. So the whole thing is magnetic, like you can see. Okay, spring loaded, and then magnetic. See, it's magnetic. So it's very, very firmly holding the balls in place. Now that's the inside. You can basically put your hand in here and clean the inside with your hand, your cloth. And inside there, there's a wheel. The wheel thing that rolls these things up. Okay. So the grip is protected or covered by a very rubbery, textured grip panel. So basically, it's very comfortable to hold. And actually, because the gun is fully made of metal, it's so cold when the gun came in. So when I hold this part, Okay, it just separates your hand from the cold body of the gun. Okay, so there's no leaks, no wobbly part. Everything is very sturdy. The top here is actually a normal kind of reefer rail kind of thing. So basically, it's just a normal rail. You can mount any optics. Right here, you can see I mounted a Swiss arm optic there. Red dot sight. Okay, so on top of that, okay, right here, a little bit of height distance. Okay, right here, like it just a little bit down, not the same level. Okay, here there's a gray part. This is also a rail that is a little bit lower. And what's so good about this rail here is that you can mount a flashlight or a laser like how I do, and it is not going to block my optic. It's not showing up inside the optic. Wow. So when I'm aiming, even though this is in front of this red dot sight, it's not showing up. It's not blocking my view. So basically, it's totally below my my view, and it's cleared from the optic sight. So it's really amazing. So right now I have my laser, green laser. Okay, right here, I got my green laser, and also you got two rail on the side, and these rails, they're all metal. Okay, everything is metal, so not much plastic around. This foregrip is removable. If you don't like that kind of alien look, you can unscrew 1, 2, 3, 4 screws, unscrews, and this thing will split in half. Okay, also this here is what they call the eye. The eye is actually a sensor, and it sends your gun to see if there's balls coming in or no balls coming in. And if your gun, okay, this is really cool. Okay, if your gun ran out of balls or any projectiles inside, it's like nothing is feeding over. Okay, what happened is the gun will not fire, so you will not be able to shoot some air or empty shots just to test the gun. You have to shoot balls, and like I don't know what to say. This is good and bad. Okay, the bad thing is I cannot just shoot the gun without any projectiles and test it out with empty shot. But the good thing is, when you're playing in a game or you're using this gun for whatever purpose, you will not waste air. All the air is only used for firing a projectile. If your gun does not have any projectiles, it is not going to fire. So while you're and then it starts to get out of, like, oh, you're out. Okay, you won't keep going and then like full auto, like 80 or 50 shotgun, and it's all air, and then you go, oh damn, I wasted all that air. Like with an X7 Phenom, you'll have that kind of issues. This one, no way. It just stopped right away and won't fire at all. So basically, that is really cool. Not to forget, there's a metal, very sturdy sling attachment here. You can hook up your 1.2 point sling. Okay, and then so the eye, when you're shooting paintball, sometimes a ball breaks inside and you need to clean it up right away. So basically, you just, okay, hard to show, but that's how you do it. This thing, pull down and pick it out. Okay, let me try to do it on camera. Not easy. Okay. There I go. Okay, so basically, that's the eye. Okay? There's a sensor there. And so you just plug this plate back on after cleaning it, wiping it down, and there you go. How easy is that? Okay? Very easy. And there's also another eye right here. So basically, same idea. You just open that up and wipe it down with a piece of cloth or something, and it will not block the sensor, and then it will be able to sense if your guns have any balls coming in or not. So right here, I already put some rails cover because I like rail covers these days, so it's really nice, and you cannot see the rail. The trigger guard right here. This is made of some hard polymer kind of plastic. The trigger is also plastic, but then it really makes sense because the whole gun does not operate on any mechanical mode. All the trigger does it's not pressing on any mechanism. It's really just pressing on a computer chip kind of thing. So it's basically there for the sensor to sense your trigger pull. So the trigger feels very light. It feels like pressing on nothing. Basically, when I pull the trigger, it's like I can compare that to one of my target pistol, the match. It's like really crazy pellet gun. So those pistols have a hair trigger. This one, same thing. When you pull the trigger, you don't even feel any resistance, and the shot is like boom, boom. Really amazing. And because it's so like not mechanical, the trigger, it's all about like just touching a little bit of the microchip there, whatever sensor, I don't know, but it's just for the computer part of it. So right here, don't forget, this is the on-off button. You press and hold a bit, and you see the light turn green. So green means that there's battery, okay? And you can press and hold, and it will shut the thing off. If you forget to shut off the gun for 1 hour, it will auto shut off as well. So a nice feature. So there you go. So now the gun is on safe, and you can see the fire selector right here. Okay, the white, and then some 3 modes here. So it's semi-auto, burst mode, and full auto, and it can go like da-da, semi-auto, okay, burst mode, and the purple for full auto. Okay, so you can see the light color to know what mode you're in. So green is safe, orange is semi-auto, amber is, or yellow is burst mode, and purple is full auto. Okay, all the modes except semi-auto is all capped at 15 balls per second. Right out of the box, it's firing 15 balls per second already. So it's super, super fast. And for the semi-auto, if you program it, you can set it up to 20, or I think 20 or 25, 20 balls per second, okay? The other modes cannot fire faster than 15 balls per second. Anyway, so that's how it works, okay? And it will fire and feed balls flawlessly. So right now, I don't have any air, so it's not going to fire. And it doesn't work on any mechanical thingy. So, like, if you don't have balls, if you don't have air or battery, it will not work. So the thing is, like, even if you have air and air up the gun, you press the trigger and nothing will happen. Okay, if you don't have the balls in, nothing will happen. It will not fire anything. If you don't have battery, the gun will not operate. You cannot press anything, like it's not going to work. So you need balls, air, and battery to operate the gun. That's one downside of it, because like if your gun runs out of battery in the middle of the battle or whatever game, you're pretty fucked. But the thing is, it's okay. This gun, it will show you that the gun is low in battery because you see right now it's green, right? When this thing shows blue, it means that your battery is low in power. So it's time to really like, oh, it's time to change. And I tried to put some of my rechargeable batteries there, and it shows blue. So basically when the voltage is too low, it will turn blue. Okay, barrel. Easily twist out the barrel just like that. No tools required for the barrel. Wow, such a long video. Just talking about the gun. Holy cow. Okay, there you go, barrel. So as you can see, I taped up all my portings because they sucks for power. And I put my insert there. This is a 0.68. So yeah, this insert is really nice. Anyway, so basically put the insert back. Oh, let me show you how it looks with the apex tip. Okay, what the apex does is that it spins your shot and give it a curve so that it will curve around obstacles and hit your target. A really cool thing. So sometimes the trajectory of the projectile just goes out and then goes down, right? This thing gives it a spin so that it goes up a little bit more and it will shoot where you want it to shoot. And basically you can also adjust the amount of spin by using this thing and to adjust it. and there's a little piece of rubber on the top which you can rotate left or right to make it spin this way, curve that way, and it's really insane. So a lot of experiment to do with this Apex barrel for sure. And especially for people shooting it at long range, it's very useful. For me, I'll stick to my normal no Apex tip barrel. The Apex, I tried to take it off, but I don't know why I can't do it. So that's kind of weird. Anyway, so I'm happy with this barrel so far. The gun is super quiet, I must say. It's really, really quiet to the point that I can compare. Like if you don't tape the porting, it's just like firing a CO2 4.5 mm gun, like the Umrex Steel Force or something like that. It's kind of like that. It's really, really quiet. And after taping on the porting, it's a little bit more noisy, but it's not that bad. It's really a quiet gun. Okay, so everyone wants to know, can this gun fire high power? Because like everyone who do a review is a paintball player. They only cares about paintball game. No one will tell you the exact or like limit of the power of this gun. So right here, I can tell you that after testing it for 2 days, okay, I tried to tune it up by increasing the pressure input over the factory limit. So the factory goes, hey, you can only fire this gun at 200 psi, or else it's not safe. But what I did is you can see, like I set it to 200 psi or so, and so it's firing going to fire with a lot more pressure. And then for the velocity adjustment, I forgot to show you. It's just here, okay? So I turned the thing to the sweet spot that can fire the hottest with this pressure so far, and also tape up the portings. That really did a big change. So with all that tweak and choosing the right insert size, which is what I did right now with the 0.68, it's firing max, okay, max in history of my lab test, max at 33 joules. Insane, right? And if you fire, like the normal range right now is about 29 joules, so 28 to 30 joules is the range, so 28 to 30 joules. That is insane, because that is just the power of my Tiberius T 8.1, 9.1, 4.1, that kind of thing. It's really that kind of power. But this gun performs much more stable with the power than the Tiberius. Because the Tiberius is running on a mechanical operation, and also it's using up the gas, the CO2 or the HPA faster, the FPS will drop down and up, down and up. It's not really stable. This one is really stable. Like all the FPS reading is just within 10 FPS difference, shot per shot in that kind of power range. So it's amazingly, like really stable in performance. And because there's a regulator here and a regulator on my tank, wow, like everything is super precisely, accurately, amazingly, really precisely controlled. And so when you fire this gun at high power, you can go full auto. And then all those full auto shots, it's going to be around the 28, 29 joules mark. Imagine firing that, okay, 28 to 29 joules mark, firing that in full auto onto a target. It's going to shred the target already. So it's insane amount of power. I tried shooting 3.9 grams hard rubber balls for the riot control balls. I also tried shooting bricker balls, and it works flawlessly. Right now I got some 3.9 grams hard rubber balls inside. Okay, I like those for the test. Anyway, so with these 3.9 grams, it fires at about 398 to 400 something FPS max. Really crazy. With bricker balls, it's firing about 320-ish or 316, 320 kind of range. So really amazing power there. And yeah, so basically that is how the gun works. Without taping the barrel up, so you still have the holes and porting stuff. Without taping it up, you will decrease about 50 to 60 FPS. So after taping the portings, you gain a lot more power. But it's louder and it's noisier or whatever. So yeah, you can see now the gun is very light. You can hold it like that. No wobble. The whole gun is one piece construction. Super sturdy. Super nice gun. So the only bad thing in the whole package, I think, is no gun case. Which is the very downside. So I hope they come with a gun case, come with a sling at least, okay? And basically it will turn the gun into a better package. And there's no iron sight too. So I think if the gun come with iron sight, that will be much better. But anyway, so I'll tweak the gun more and I'll do shooting tests and stuff to update you guys. Thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe and like. Bye-bye!